everyone, this is Rashi and welcome back to the Reading Platter. So, happy Pride Month, and I haven't posted a video about LGBTQ plus representations or recommendations or books I want to read, and I just realized that yesterday. So I filmed the videos for this week like 2-3 days before, and yesterday I realized that I haven't done LGBTQ themed video yet. So those videos will be coming next week, and for this week we are doing LGBTQ theme. So both the videos for this week will be LGBTQ plus themed. And let's get started with today's video. In today's video, I will be recommending you 5 books, 5 LGBTQ plus books that I read and were awesome. So let's get into the video. So the first book that I will recommend is the one I read in May, and that is The Black Flamingo by Dean Aita. This book is just so mesmerizing. Like, the way this book was written just blew my mind. It was so pure, so good. I rated it a 5-star. This book is written in form of a poetry, and it follows a story of a black gay guy who discovers himself, who find people who hates him and who are not comfortable with him, but he gets support of his mother, his sister and his friends, and he finds his true self. And this book is just so amazing. I cannot stop recommending it. The wrap up is not yet out, but for May, in which I reviewed this, part 1 is out, which will be linked down and also here. But after reading this book before the wrap up, I have recommended this book on this channel too, and also on my blog so many times now. I'm just a fan of this book. I really loved it. Moving on to the next one. Next one is also one of my favorites, and I read it this year only, and the book is The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. This book is just so beautiful. The writing, oh my god, the writing is just so nice. Do comment down below books by T.J. Klune that you want me to try. Maybe I'll do a themed blog for that. So talking about this book follows a guy who works in a company who takes care, or maybe takes report of some homes where some peculiar children or some different children are kept who have powers or are special. And he comes across a house which is near the Cerulean Sea, and it follows the story of how he discovers that there is so much love. Maybe the children are not of the owner, but he treats them like they are his own, and he falls in love with the children, with the place and the owner. So it is so good. The romance bit is only a little bit if you are not into romance genre, but this book is just beautiful. The next book is Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. I read it previous year and I loved it. I loved it so much. This book follows a story of a girl who is a fan of a podcast, and she's not aware of who the owner of the podcast is, and she draws some pictures for the podcast, and she loves the podcast. She is a study bug, she's a book bug, and she just loves study. um, in this story, the LGBTQ part is not very direct, but the past of this girl has some parts which she thinks that she regrets, but later on she finds that she never regretted them. She was just scared to come out, and she discovers her identity. She helps her friend to discover his own, and this is just perfect. I love this book. I rated it a 5 star. I fell in love with the book, with Alice's writing, and can't stop recommending it. The next book is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, and I read it previous year, and it was a 5 star read. I just love this book so much. I do not reread books a lot, but if I have to, then I will reread this one because it is just so nice. I love the story. The story follows a boy who writes letters. We know that where he lives, but we don't know who he write letters to. And in those letters, he takes us through his life and all the experience as a student, as a high school student, and what all he faces and why he is so scared to come out, and when he does, how people react, and how he's ashamed and how he's left out. But then he's just, the synopsis is very blurred in my mind, but I know that I had a great time with this book. So I'll read the synopsis for you from Goodreads. So let me pull that out. Okay. Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. This is a story of what it's like to grow up in high school. More intimate than a diary, Charlie's letters are singular and unique, hilarious and devastating. We may not know where he lives. We may not know to whom he is writing. All we know is the world he shares. Caught between trying to live his life and trying to run from it puts him down on a strange course through uncharted territory. The world of first dates and mixtapes, family dramas, and new friends. Through Charlie, Stephen Chbosky has created a deeply affecting coming-of-age story, a powerful novel that will spirit you back to those wild and poignant roller coaster days known as growing up. This is just so, and the genres that are listed are YA fiction, contemporary, coming of age, romance, classic, LGBTQ, mental health, and teen. Just amazing book. I rated a 5 star. I love this book. The synopsis is a little bit blurry, but for I'll read the summary ones or my review ones, then I'll remember it, but definitely recommend it. The last book is a novella. It is Finding Aurora by Rebecca Langham. I talked about this book in 2020 a lot. I read it in September or October in 2020, and I just enjoyed it. It is just 70 pages long. Like, can you imagine? This book is 70 pages long and it had me captive from the very first page. So this story is about a prince who is he's forced, or maybe he is told to go find a princess who is held captive and is put to sleep. It is kind of a retelling of Sleeping Beauty, but with an LGBTQ twist. So he takes someone with him to help him during that course. So that is just an amazing story. And when it comes to wake the princess up, when they find the princess, the one that loves her a lot have to kiss her so that she can come to life again, she can wake up. So this is a Sleeping Beauty retelling, but with an LGBTQ plus twist. And I won't tell you because at that moment when you know that this person is going to kiss her, you will know the reason why that person will kiss her. And if I tell you who will kiss her, then you will not enjoy the middle of the story because you will know from the very beginning. So, not telling anything more than that. Yes, but definitely recommended. I love this book. I love this so much. It was just so nice. Those 70 pages were so good. I read it in one sitting, 1 hour, 2 hours maximum, and I just enjoyed the stories so much. I talked about this book so much in 2020. Like when you'll go and search my TBR videos, I'm just always talking about this book, that I want to read it, I want to read it because this sounds so amazing. I just love this book. So the review links of these 5 books will be down in the description. The review I wrote on my blog. So you can check those out if you want more information. And this was it for today's video, and we'll meet in the next one. Happy Pride Month.